Hello Virgo, welcome to your January 2020 reading. Thanks for joining me. My name's Michelle. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Virgo, there's a sense of you reclaiming your power in this new year. There's an energy around you of trusting your own judgment and not believing what others want you to believe. There's an essence of you being very true to yourself. And when I'm seeing this card of glimpse from the Faery oracle, I'm seeing this very much as an energy of not conforming, not trying to fit in, not being manipulated due to any kind of fear or guilt, or accepting harsh punishment from other people, especially if it's unjust, just for being yourself, just for wanting to do things differently. So Virgo, here it's about very much being your unique self without feeling like you need to fit in to a certain way of being. Now, I feel that there may be at least someone or maybe more than one person around you who's trying to exert power over you, trying to exert their will upon you, Virgo. But this is your time. When I see this card here, I see the mountains and I see the thunder and I see the lightning. It's like that fist of God thrusting up toward the heavens. It's a very deafening sound as it echoes from peak to peak. Mountains, of course, represent strength, power, permanence, as well as being a very potent symbol for attaining spiritual heights because they extend into the sky. So it's your time, and it's time to claim your power and step into your potential here, Virgo. Doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be without fear, and I feel that you're kind of just getting a glimpse of your future here, just kind of peeking your head around the corner here saying, what might it be like if I live true to myself? You might feel uncertain, but the energy around this is one of needing courage, taking a stand, standing up for yourself, sharing your passion. Do what it is that you love to do. Teach from the heart, write, whatever it is that you want to do here, Virgo. Very valiant, noble, brave energy around you. The person around you is malachite. Their symbol here is malachite. So clarity of thought and emotions, the right use of intellect, and integrating thoughts. Malachite's a very beautiful stone that helps integrate personal power. So again, it's about power. It allows us to come from a place of authority without losing sight of what is for the highest good of all. It's a useful stone to work with when exploring issues around the next right action in families and organisations. So it may be family here that you're having a difficulty with, Virgo. They're expressing power towards you. You're wanting to exert your sense of self. Let's see where this goes. I'm going to start with the other person first. At the bottom of the deck I've got the Moon card, so there may be quite a lot of things going on beneath the surface that have yet to come out. I'm going to cut these cards and we'll focus in on the energy of the person that you're dealing with, what they bring to the table when it comes to you, their flaw as you see it, how they feel about you, Virgo, how you feel about them, the strengths of the relationship, what's working for it, what's working against it, the potential for a healthy relationship crossed by the roadblock to that, and the outcome. So Virgo, let us take a look. Of course, this can be vice versa, so keep that in mind. It may resonate the opposite way around, or if you're not dealing with anyone, this may be your energy. We've got the Magician in reverse. So using some tricks, a bit of game playing going on here behind the scenes, I feel. This person's highly skilled, but the way in which they're using their tools and their skills here is not for the highest good. And when we talk about malachite, it's using strength, using power for the highest good, not just of the person, but also the people that are affected by their choices, by their words, by their actions. What they bring to the table when it comes to you, Virgo, we've got the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. So this is the person. It's an earth sign, or someone who's taking on the role here of like a mothering or nurturing type of figure. Someone who feels that they have quite a lot of power in this particular situation. Doesn't necessarily mean they're an earth sign, but they could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I'm picking up more as an energy of someone who is very grounded, likes things to be a certain way, and doesn't like a lot of change in their life. The floor here is the Five of Swords, so yes, it seems like this individual is wanting to exert their will over what it is that you want to do here, Virgo, and they're doing it in quite an aggressive format. They're using some underhanded tactics with the Magician in reverse as well. So let's go into this a little bit further and see if we can find out what's going on. I feel like there's a lot of words here being spoken, harsh words towards you, Virgo, a lot of combat, because this person feels like they need to defeat you, they need to overpower you. They feel like you can be overpowered. This is someone who's using their power here to really kind of bring you into line, so they think. How they feel about you, King of Wands. So Virgo, you seem to be this, I'm picking this up as you, and you're pushing back. You're exerting your will. So you've got a little bit of fire in the belly. I've got you as an earth sign, of course, which means you're grounded, you're stable, you're someone who thinks practically, reasonably. You're very good with the practical day-to-day life, but I feel like this fire in the belly here has you fired up for your passion, excitement, very enthusiastic. You're exerting your will, you're wanting to live things your way, but it's not that you're using power in a negative way at all. I actually feel that you're using your power in the right way, meaning for supporting your goals. But this person feels lost. They feel like they need to hold on to you in some way, and so it's coming out in a very negative kind of power towards you. How they feel about you, the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So yes, they're fearing a loss of stability, a loss of money. They seem to, this could be a spouse. Again, I get a mother type of person, or just someone who was looking at you as a source of money, a source of prosperity, and also stability. The strengths between you, the Ace of Pentacles. So yes, it seems to be all about money here with this particular person. The practical side of things. So together you seem to be more about the materialism with this particular person. I'm picking up family money as well for some of you. The floor is the Seven of Swords in reverse, so it seems like you're wanting to backtrack. I do think that there's something that this may be someone that you've made a connection with, or even made a commitment with, perhaps to help them out in some way. Perhaps for some of you, marriage, leading it down that way. But I feel like you want to backtrack out of this now. You've changed your mind. You've decided not to go down this road with this particular person. So you're wanting to buck the traditional arrangement that you have with this particular person. The potential, we have the Knight of Wands crossed by Judgment. So you've made a call to do what is best in your best interests with the Judgment. I feel like you have heard a calling to something else. I see this as you stepping into the gateway into your future, and doing so in a very passionate, very courageous, brave way. So I see you standing up for yourself, and I see you being very fiery and action-oriented in moving towards this goal of yours, this dream, something that you want very much. Now, of course, in doing that, you're leaving people behind, you're leaving them in the dark, you're leaving them perhaps in a place where they feel fear and loss. The outcome is the Fool. So yes, I do feel that you're taking a risk, bucking the system here, and doing something that others may think is quite foolish or naive. But nevertheless, I feel that you're going to do it. It's not necessarily, I'm not picking up anything bad here that you're going towards. I feel like this is something that you need to do, something that you've glimpsed. It's a glimpse into a different life, a different way of living for you, one in which is not really tied to the material as much. I get a more spiritual energy, something that you're being called towards, that is your true passion, your true heart's calling. And so you're going towards that, but there's someone around you, maybe more than one here, who's trying to exert their influence over you, Virgo. So let's have a look. I'm going to do the dual reading now, and we'll start with your energy this time. So Virgo, let's take a look and see what we have at the bottom of your deck. Four of Cups. So you've been stagnant for a while, you've been a little bit bored with life, discontent, not happy with the way things have been going, maybe feeling quite emotionally withdrawn as well, not feeling that connection with anything that you're doing. Let's cut these cards. And Virgo, let's take a look. We'll start with your past energy, where you currently stand with this, where you hope to stand with it in the future, how you feel about this person, your doubts and fears, challenge that you need to overcome, and the outcome. And let's do some shuffling for the other person. Of course, this can resonate the opposite way around. So whatever side resonates the most, that's your message, Virgo. Could be someone that you're dealing with, of course, also. So let's see the energy of this person towards Virgo, the energy of the person that Virgo's been dealing with, the energy of the person that Virgo's been dealing with. I just feel like they had expectations. They were thinking that you were going to be with them. Let's see. We'll start with their past energy around this, where they currently stand, where they hope to stand with this in the future, how they feel about you, Virgo, their doubts and fears about the situation, challenge that they need to overcome, and the outcome. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Swords. So what I'm getting here is a feeling of entrapment. I actually feel that this top layer is more the other person's energy. Sometimes that happens, it switches out. So I feel that that is more the other person, that Queen of Swords in reverse. I've got it as an air sign, Gemini, Libra or Aquarius. And there's a lot of power, there's a lot of force behind this individual, but it comes out of disappointment and sadness. So they seem to be very unhappy with the way things are going. In life, they seem quite a negative individual. I'm picking up that this is someone with a lot of complaints. So they'll bring every kind of negative, anything that happens negative, it gets amplified. Now for you with the Eight of Swords, there's a feeling of entrapment here, of being stuck. It is a prison of your own making, of course, Virgo. It does speak to the fact that you always have your free will. You can get out of situations. This particular case, though, it seems that you felt like you felt like you couldn't move, that you had no recourse, that you didn't have any options. Where this person currently stands, they've got the Five of Cups. You've got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So I do feel that you are making a choice. You've been weighing up the pros and cons for a while. maybe sitting on the fence, thinking things through in your practical Virgo way, which is great. Taking your time, which I think that is good for you. You've reached the point, though, where you know you have to make the choice because it's become too stressful to try to keep all of your options open. The other person, they may be going through some kind of depression. I get going through a difficult time in their life where they're very focused on what's gone wrong in their life. Not a lot of hope or optimism around this individual. Quite a sad figure to be around, very unhappy and making you unhappy. Hopes for the future. For them, we've got the Hermit. For you, we've got the Seven of Wands. I like that for you because it's the warrior stance. Again, very fiery energy around you. So where you felt stuck in the past, I get you making a choice and standing up for yourself, which is all about what we're talking about when this is all about power. Getting a glimpse of your future. I get very much doing your own thing, being your own person, being true to who you are, and not letting others kind of drive your ship or steer your boat here. Let's say that. The other person has the Hermit, so for them, I feel like they're going to have to do that deep self-analysis. Now, that's their hopes for the future. So what I'm getting around this is it's not really about them doing it. They want you to do it, but I feel you've already done it. But they don't realize that. And they're thinking that you're being foolish or reckless or that you're doing something rather spontaneously. Now, you're not, because I feel that you've been thinking about this for a long time. And Virgo, that is your card. So I feel that that's them projecting onto you and saying to you, look, why are you making this choice? Don't you feel like you need to look at this further? But you've already done that. You've made up your mind. How they feel about you, we've got the Five of Pentacles. And how you feel about them, we've got the Hangman in reverse. So you're ready to sacrifice this situation. You're tired of waiting around. You're tired of things not changing. They don't seem to be getting better. And this individual, again, it's sad, but they seem to be very stuck in their own life. There's nothing that you can do. I think you've tried in the past to get them out of this funk. You haven't been able to, but you've given it a fair shot. I feel that very strongly, that nothing changes and you feel like it's just out of your control, that there's nothing you can do for this person. So I feel that you are sacrificing this relationship, walking away. Doubts and fears around this person. We have the Seven of Cups. For you, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So your fear here is going back to this individual. You really don't want to, but in the back of your mind you have these thoughts of, can I really get away? Can I really get away from this particular person? You might have tried in the past and out of fear you may have not done that, but I feel like it's time, it's a call to action. With them, with the Seven of Cups, they're fearing that you have other options. And there's a lot of confusion about the future, around what's going to happen for them. The challenge for them is the Tower in reverse, so dealing with the aftermath of an unexpected event. I feel like you're leaving this person behind. It may be a relationship, or it could be a family member, and now this person is thinking, well, how do I go about life now? What do I do? You seem to be someone who was a support system for this individual. You may have been helping them with finances, support. So dealing with the aftermath of that and they're very resistant to change. This is someone who likes things to stay the same. The challenge for you is the Six of Wands in reverse. So for you, it's recognizing that while you're wanting to get out of this situation, you may not have immediate results, because I do feel that this person is trying to throw up some roadblocks in your way, causing some difficulties. But if you keep your eyes focused on what it is you want to achieve, which is your future success, you'll be fine. So not being defeated, not feeling like you have to yield to this person. It's about standing strong. It's about going after what you want and not getting down when it may seem like you are suffering some kind of defeat on the way out of this situation. Now, the outcome for the other person is the King of Pentacles. The other person, sorry, you have the Ace of Wands. Okay. So I feel like there may be, I feel it's an earth sign that you're dealing with here, Virgo. I don't feel that that's you, but it could be. I mean, you could be having someone here leaving you. It will resonate differently for different Virgos, of course. But I've got I've got it as the Virgo here who is trying to reclaim their power and go towards something new with this Ace of Wands. But this person is wanting things to stay the same, stay as they are, although things don't seem to be changing for them. And I feel that you've wanted them to change, but I get the energy that you're moving on towards something else and reclaiming your own personal power away from this individual who has been somewhat controlling, but also detached in the past. I don't feel that this is someone who's been giving to you emotionally. They may have been giving to you monetarily, but not on an emotional level. There's something here that's been missing. So we'll see where this goes in part 2, Virgo. I do hope that you join me. The link is below in the descriptions box, and that will be on the Vimeo channel. It'll be about another 30-minute or so reading, so please do join me there. And I'll be pulling out a lot of oracle cards. We'll see where this goes in the future, clarifying everything on the table, going much more in depth, and also doing a Lenormand reading as well. Virgo, if you prefer a personal reading, you can email me. My email address is gypsyinsights@gmail.com, and that email is also in the box below. Don't forget to check out my 2020 yearly forecast. Those are also, the link for that is also in that great little box below with lots of information there. Wishing you the best with this, Virgo. I'll see you in part 2. Bye for now.